Live on Zach TV1. Who do we finally have in the building?
Yo, what's up, world? It's Dub Ceez, Double C for those from Chi-Town, aka Dub Ceez, Green Bay on up.
I know that you say Green Bay, man. We had you on Zach TV, I say about 5-6 years ago, with the 606 Clique, when you talk about the 606 Clique. Please let the people know about you and starting the 606 Clique and being one of the first hip hop pioneers in the city of Green Bay.
Yeah, 606 Click. What it is, first of all, I came to Green Bay in 2000. When I first got to Green Bay, it was no hip hop there, period.
Like none?
None. It was like the closest thing you got to hip hop was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Plain and simple. And I don't really call that hip hop, that's what I'm saying. And I came in, and me always being who I am, man, I'm a force. I don't accept no. So I came there and I wanted to do a few little hip hop shows. They turned me down. And then when my birthday came up, it was 2 days after Christmas, and it was my birthday, and I wanted to do a birthday party. So I went to this one club, and I told the guy, I want to throw a party here, and it was actually a bar where they did rock shows. And I said, I want to do some live entertainment. He said, oh, what rock band you got? I said, no, I don't do rock, bro. I do rap. He said, well, we don't allow that here. I said, well, that's the only way I'm gonna do a party here. He said, well, I tell you what, I charge you $50 to do your party here. You can do your show. So I gave him the $50 to do my party there, and I had some of my friends to come. Big Earn came out, and that's one of my longtime buddies from the city of Chi. He actually moved to Green Bay, and we ran across each other. We've been friends for over 30 years, man. And may he rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Big Earn.
Yeah, rest in peace, bro, always. The funny thing is, he came out, a couple of my progeny, Chaos, they all come out, and we did a show that night. And the guy liked it to the point that he gave me my $50 back. He said, man, I made more money at my bar tonight than I did in like 2 months. So, he asked me would I be interested in coming in doing that once a week, like on a Tuesday night. I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I did. I started on a Tuesday night. He told me, you come in, you can put a cover on the door. So I put a little $3 cover on the door, and it just went from there, man. I did this. It went from just Tuesdays to Tuesdays and Thursdays for 6 years straight. It was a place called a Main Stage Bar and Grill. And then, while I was at it, I hooked up with these guys, DJ Monster, Arson, Mizite, and Endo. And we was all from Chicago, so basically that's 606. We all branched from Chicago and somehow ended up through Milwaukee and then Green Bay. So we just took it from there. And what we did, Mizak had this vision. He was like, man, we can be the next NWA, and it was just on from there. We would go to DJ Monster house on MJP. Gotta give love to him, a lot of people don't respect him, but I respect the man. He a genius at what he do when it comes to music. And we sat there, together, we all come together with these ideas and everything. That's where 606 come from, and 606 was a force to be reckoned with.
Wow. And I know as you say 606, which is, we all know, but a lot of people may not know, it's the 3 starting digits for the zip code of Chicago, correct?
That's correct.
So you are a resident of the city of Chicago,
man,
correct?
Born and raised Southside Inglewood, 71st and Green, 74th and Emerald. 75th and Emerald, rather. I am the product of Chicago, born and raised.
So, born, right now they call that area Dog Pound, which you recently named. Did you grow up with a lot of Chicago rappers?
Man, well, I grew up with actually, when I was coming up in my era, Twister I actually was out there before Twister came. I used to battle Twister at Mr. Ricky's when his name was Cavalier.
What?
Yeah, his name was Cavalier. We used to battle, getting the little shows and everything. It was another rapper, my partner name was Top Dog, but it was another rapper named Top Dog. He spelled his name different. And they would go at it. We used to go to this bar called the Surf. We was too young to get in there, but we was so cold that they would let us get in and get in the show. And along with other people like Casper, the guy that made the Cha-Cha Slide, that was one of my running buddies. We grew, we all came up in this music thing together. Common, the list can go on and on. JMD, Cool Rocksteady, those two were the first 2 guys to make an actual hip house album. Cool Rock Steady, rest in peace. JMD, that's still my guy. Right now, he's known as Mr. Club Banger. He's doing this thing, but man, it was a lot. It's a lot of people, prominent people that I dealt with that coming up in the city of Chi. 3D, man, he rest in peace as well. It's a lot of rest in pieces, man. But man, you lose some you win, some just fall off to the wayside.
And I know, as you said, rest in peace. May God rest the souls of those that passed. Chicago is known for its violence right now. Was it this bad when you were a kid growing up?
No, when I was growing up, man, the worst thing you could do was probably get your teeth knocked out or something like.
Wow.
When we had beefs back then, man, we settled them in different ways. As far as musically, we would battle. If you didn't like each other, we'd meet up at somebody's school or something. You just may come out of school, you got a whole rap crew waiting outside for you. You come out, we battle, we go on about our business. If it jumped off with a fight, it was we did one-on-ones. It wasn't none of that 10-on-1 or bullets flying. It was you got to live to see the next day. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not like that no more, correct?
No, it ain't nothing like that. If you can walk past somebody and sneeze the wrong way, and everybody's so timid. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think nowadays these guys really scared. Can't nobody really fight no more. They're afraid to take a lick. They can't really. Everybody say they tough and they fighters, and they're really not. Everybody quick to grab a gun, but they slow to think about it. That once you pull that trigger, you might off that man, but you just took your own life too, cause penitentiary ain't for nobody.
Okay. So is it safe to say, I don't want to get too personal, but were you ever incarcerated growing up in Chicago?
Yeah, I mean, I did my share. I'm not a whitewashed kid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got out in the streets, against my mom's will. My mom, dad, I was fortunate to have both parents in the house my entire childhood, but just like any normal kid, man, I was rebellious. I had my share of different things I done that I shouldn't have do. I got locked up and did what I had to do. Just by the grace of God, I actually was looking at I think the worst thing I ever caught, man. I was actually locked up and I was looking at 3 Class X felonies, all carrying 6 to 30. And I mean, just put it like this: God brought me out of a situation that I really was washed up in. I was 3 days before I was to get shipped off on that Bluebird. And all y'all out there, when I say Bluebird, if y'all been locked up, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that ride on the Bluebird. 3 days before my ride, I got an attorney visit. And he was letting me know that one technicality, what they call a technicality, is the reason I got out and the reason I'm out now. Because if I hadn't got out, it wouldn't have ever been a dub Ceez. It wouldn't have never been a double C or none of that. I'd have been washed up.
Man, how did you come up with the name Dub Ceez Double C? Please explain.
Well, back then in Chicago, me and my god brother, Top Dog, Baby Fresh, we all used to run together. We used to call ourselves the Zodiac Crew and all that. He was Scandalous Scorpio and I was Cool Capricorn, but that Cool Capricorn, that shit was just like too long, man. So, Top was like, man, that's too long, man. We're gonna just call you Double C. And I was like, man, that's cool, and plus it sounded more, we start rapping and everything, I said, I don't want to be no damn Cool Capricorn. That's too long to be putting on the shirt. So we just cause we used to get the t-shirts and the belt buckles with the initials in it. And like Cool Capricorn, that was too long, so I just put Double C, and as I grew older, everybody started calling me Dub, and I was like, no, it's Dub C, and that's where it came from.
And you just like Dub Ceez with it.
Right. They say Dub C, and I just said, no, it's 2 C's, because I was still Cool Capricorn, so it's 2 C's, so I just said, no, it's Dub Ceez, and I added the rest of the letters myself.
Okay, that's dope. Understandable. Now, when you made that move from Chicago, the hoods of Chicago, the South Side, the slums, to Green Bay, Wisconsin, did you experience any type of racism?
Well, actually, when I first left Chicago, I didn't go directly to Green Bay.
Okay.
I left Chicago, and I actually went on the road with a friend of mine named Gemini. He actually, if you ever heard of the group Men at Large, Men at Large was like a national platinum.
Now, hold on. You said you went on tour, right? With Men at Large. Finish speaking about that.
Yeah. What it is, Dave Tolliver and Jason Champion, those were the original members of Men at Large. A group that was produced and put out by Joe Levert. They're from Cleveland. So my guy Gemini, that's another one of my buddies that I came up with. You know, we used to go all around the city doing music. He'd sing and I would rap, and we would just go everywhere. And we got real tight. And at some point, you know, Minnie Large kind of got wind of Gemini. And when Jason Champion decided to go gospel, he left the group Minnie Large, and Dave Tolliver hit Gemini, which was an opportunity of a lifetime. Gemini jumped on it. He started doing it, and then, you know, in the midst of that, Gemini was like, hey, man, we getting ready to go on the road. Hey, we finna do this video. Why don't you come up? So he invited me. I went up, and I was there when they did the video, and I went through the whole Rival Records, you know, label and everything. And it was something cool, man. I went on the road with him, and I got a chance to meet a lot of people. Specifically, I got to meet my idol, which at the time was Gerald Levert. I used to pattern whenever I did shows, whenever I sing, you know, I was always trying to imitate Gerald. And I got to meet him when I was part of a play called Quit Cheating on God's Time with Minnie Large. His brother Sean Levert was in it, and I got to meet him. So, you know, after that, you know, we came off the road and everything, and I went to Green Bay. Actually, I went to Green Bay because I ended up there performing, doing something. And I went back to Chicago after the performance, and that's when, you know, I got married. You know, yeah, I did it. I bit the bullet, man. You know, I got married and everything, and I said, you know, I didn't want to stay in Chicago because, you know, I just didn't want. I had lived a life in Chicago that I needed to get away from. So I moved my wife to Green Bay, and that was the beginning of the Green Bay saga. You know, it just, I got there. You gotta go.
So you, you know, this Zach TV shit happens.
Hey, man.
You know.
Hey, it all get exposed.
So you went to Green Bay, man. How did you come in cahoots with some of the art? Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, I just left Green Bay, did some footage up there. Every single neighborhood is a different rapper. Every single neighborhood is a different rapper. Being that when you started, what was this, 10 years ago? 12 years to say?
16 years ago.
16 years ago, when it was racist, when the only black people they seen up there was packet players, correct?
Exactly.
So now it's rappers everywhere. And do you feel you created that wave in the city of Green Bay?
I know for a fact I did. I know for a fact. And actually, when I first got there, that was everywhere I went, you know, I would hear, are you a packet player? Are you a packet player? You know, I would go out to eat, and people would be paying for my food because they thought I was a packer player, which I think is one of the stupidest things. Why would you be paying for some millionaire's plate? He should be paying for yours. But hey, I accepted the free meals. You know, I ain't turning nothing down. But when I got there, yeah, it was like that, and it was a couple guys that thought they was rappers or was trying. And I gotta give props to I can't remember the name of the group. But it was one guy, he's still in Green Bay now. His name is Showtime. But he
with the TV show?
Yeah, the one that do the TV show, Showtime. He had a group, I can't remember the name of them, but they was good. They was there doing their thing, and Big Earn started his own organization. It was called Something Real Production. It was Mad Work, which was there. It was a few groups there, but none of them had the dominance of 606, because when we formed, we just went everywhere. We didn't care. You couldn't tell us no. And it was a few people that was literally saying, "Man, this is the next NWA," because wow. It was so many different characters all under one roof.
Wow. Okay, so you said that he earlier you said that you got the main stage $50. He gave you money back. So was it hard for the 606 to start performing in a racist city like Green Bay?
Actually, no.
It wasn't.
No, once I broke the barrier, now 606 became like a sought after name. Everybody wanted 606 to be part of something. Everybody wanted 606 here. Everybody wanted 606 because I was also a DJ. So that was one of the things. If I'm DJing a party, you bound to have one of us. One of my buddies was with me. So people say, hey, can y'all do one of them songs y'all do? And you know, that's when it happened. And 606 just kind of like started taking over everything. Everywhere you look, somebody had on a 606 shirt. Somebody had 606 bumper stickers. And then at the same time, my guy Mizite, you know, he was one of those guys who he decorated his cars, and he actually went and bought a Blazer, and he had it customly done, him. And then he had a guy named Jeremy. He had this car we used to call the Tangerine machine. It was a Tangerine custom colored Chevy. The ring, he had the spinners, the floor, the carpet was made and designed with 606 in it. The seats had 606 sold in it. I mean, this was one of the first guys before all of these guys that's doing it now, sewing their names and stuff and putting design. You know, Jeremy was one of the first. Him and Mizike came out with them custom 606 cars.
Shout out Mizike, shout out Jeremy. Okay, boom, you start taking over the scene with the rap music. When was it when other rappers started to follow behind your footsteps or ask you for guidance or ask you to manage them?
Well, a lot of the guys would come to us, and they, you know, it started through hate. To be real,
okay,
it started through hate. A lot of the guys they want to battle. Oh man, them dudes ain't nothing, man. Everybody on their tips. Everybody, well, the hell with tips. I mean, it's real. So everybody on their dick, man. I ain't no dick rider, man. The hell with 606. So we got smart, and what we did, we started making songs we started making anthem songs. Everybody was running around, man, 606 ain't nothing, fuck 606. Ooh. So we did a song called Fuck 606. And they were so happy to sing the song that when we performed it, they didn't realize that they was boosting it up. Because we'll say, we used to tell them, you know, we know you want to say it, so go ahead and say it. And then we'll hold the mic out there and go, fuck 606. But that was actually the song. And then people the older people started going, man, these guys are close. Then those that was hating, they saw they couldn't break us down. So they started, hey, man, you know, man, we want to link up. We want to do some shows with y'all. And that's when it happened.
Wow. I remember one particular song that was a hit record. It was called, they selling wolf tickets.
Yeah. My shit is potent like cocaine. Your shit is just so lame. My shit like Fubu with Fendi. Your shit is just so lame. Roll with a real click. My skills are just real thick. From the CHI, so them lyrics is real sick. I'm rawer than raw meat. I'm harder than concrete. Your lyrics, you know, that type of shit.
I'm raw than, yeah, that was dope. Okay, the 606. What was the fall of 606? Was there a lot of egos in it? What was it, money?
You just said it right there.
Egos.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it dead real. I ain't finna, you know, if you ask me anything about anybody, I'm gonna tell the truth, because I ain't never finna lie about it, because the truth is the truth. It was too many people wanted to be the one. And a lot of people ain't made to be the one, you know. We had one guy, Endo. You know, he was cool as hell, but he could never stay out of jail. Every time we got ready to do a performance, we got songs that's cut for 4 people. There's only 3 of us. Every time. And then, you know, it got to the point, egos started bumping. You know, had one, he said, well, man, I'm putting the money up for this, you know, so this is my thing, you know, regardless who put money up, you know, everybody putting time into it, you know, so it just got to the point where everybody's egos start bumping, and you know, I ain't never been a yes man. So, you know, certain things just didn't work out, man. You know, we put events together. You would get some that did want to do the footwork, some that didn't. They just wanted to come in, and you know, everybody was in it for different reasons. I was in it because I had a passion for music. One person may be in it because they trying to make $1. Then you got another that's in it just because he want to, you know, have females yelling his name, and that shit was just crazy.
Wow. Do you still talk to those guys?
Well, I talk to Arson. Arson's about the only one, you know, that I talk in social. You know, I talk to him every blue moon, you know, via Facebook, you know. But it was a serious falling out, you know, man. A serious falling out that could have got real dirty.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Is that why you think people compared you guys to NWA, because the fallout, the breakout, and everyone went their separate ways?
No, I think we was compared to NWA because of the talent that was in the mix of us. You got one person, a freestyle artist that was just ridiculous. That was me. I was a battle. I'm not no rapper. I try to tell a lot of people I'm not a rapper. I'm not your average jump around, come do party songs. That ain't me. I diss people. I'm a signifier. I crack jokes. I humiliate people. Then you had Mizike, who was the suave rapper. You know, he talking about fucking your girls and fucking your mama and shit like that. Then you have Arson, which Arson, whether he knew it or not, that dude was like the 606 lyricist. That dude has some bars, and he still do. On my show, I play his music sometimes. The dude got a song called In the PM. It's sickening. He took 2 letters and made a whole song. And the song is ridiculous still. And though, well, you know what it is.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. What dub she's been on now? You know what I'm saying? Now that the 606 is over, are you still in Green Bay or what?
No, well, I did. Green Bay became like a blur to me. I've done any and everything you can do musically. I've done it in Green Bay. I had so many people that's claiming to be the one to start a trend, but everything that started musically in Green Bay, I had a hand in it. I either started or I assisted with it, and it just got to the point where the hatred started building up because everybody smile in your face. They say, oh man, Dub, you the man, you man, show me this, show me that. And so when I'm showing them things, they thinking, okay, he just showed me how to do this. No, I showed you how to start. I didn't show you what I'm doing. And a lot of people, they took my kindness for weakness, and I'm not a pushover. But I know the mentality I got, and the reason that I left Chicago was because of my mentality. So it got to the point where I felt it's time for me to move around, because I had people that start trying to call me out, and I don't play the call out game, because when you start trying to attack my manhood and my character, then it's not music anymore. You can relate. I'm quite
sure. One specific guy that what?
One guy, he took the music shit a little too far. I started telling him he gonna shoot me and all of this shit, man, over a song. First of all, man, you an old man, move out the way and let us young, First of all, if I'm an old man, I shouldn't have never been a threat to you. Only way I could be a threat or in your way is if I'm still doing something that you can't. I don't give a damn about, about the way everybody do. He's a battle artist. Oh man, I'm this, the way I'm just gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Fuck 100. The way they battle now, that ain't a battle to me. If you sit down and you got two or 3 weeks to prepare to battle somebody, it ain't no damn battle. You just trying to see, can you make a song about a person? That's not a battle. A battle is when you walk up there. Y'all don't even know each other. So y'all put y'all names in the hat. You pull them names out. Whoever get this name, you battle him. And it's right on John on the spot. Ain't none of that, oh man, we gonna do this on that day. I ain't never prepared to battle nobody. I just walked up, cut them down, and kept going.
Wow. I'm hearing a rumor, man, that you got your own little podcast / radio / internet show going on right now. Can we talk about that? Yeah,
well, what it is, man, since I left Green Bay and I came to Florida, I actually was getting ready to start it in Green Bay. I was finna start a little talk show. It was back when GB was doing his thing, after G Brown, he was doing his little events, and I started a little talk show called Real Talk, Ceez Real Talk. And I came up with the idea. I talked to a couple people about it, and just to put it out there, recently I actually seen this very idea that I talked to with a certain person. I seen this certain person come out with somebody else with, oh man, we're going to do a talk show, but we're going to call it blah, blah, blah. They changed the name on it. Same idea. But it's the same idea. So, we talked about it, they say, well, I couldn't remember, I can't remember if you really did, because I can't remember that you have an idea. And I just brushed it off because it's small beans to a giant. Because when you try to steal one little idea, man, I always got a bag up. So you can carbon copy, but you ain't gonna never get the original. So that's why the show they doing ain't really having that success, because it's not original.
Okay. It's just a carbon copy, man. Like I said earlier, it's a lot of rappers in Green Bay, man. And they all took a piece of Dub C or the 606 Clique in some way, some form, some matter. Do these guys, I think I asked you this in a different way. Y'all said that they asked you for guidance back then. Now do they still try to reach out to you, even though you're in Florida now? Because you left a big impact in Green Bay.
No, you know what? They couldn't wait for me to leave. The whole thing was they had to sit around and see if they could. They wanted guidance when I was there. They were like, they didn't know what the hell to do. They didn't know what they was doing. And I'm gonna say a few names. It's just like this, this ain't the start, and it's just because I'm a real motherfucker, so I'm gonna tell it like it is. My man Swish, right now he's with No Sleep. Swish, he was a hype man for On the Right Track. He used to come to the Fat Heads and different shows I throw, and he'd be a hype man running around like, that's all he would do, jump around and act crazy. And I said, man, I pulled him to the side. I told him, and if he admitted, he'll let you know. I told him, dude, you're not a hype man. You actually should be a front man. You should be doing your own shit, man. Stop running around here jumping around. You giving somebody else all of the juice when nigga, you should be get your shit together. And I actually put him on stage in one of my shows and everything. And back then, you know, it was, hey, Unc, man, you know, man, I appreciate this. And now, man, I don't know what the hell happened, you know, far as for one of all the messages and rumors and shit that I'm getting, you know, they don't even want to fuck, man. We don't fuck with that nigga. It's like now it's fuck Dub Ceez. We gangsters. We this, you know. And you know, a lot of motherfuckers look at me and they say, oh man, he just a big happy jolly guy. They really don't know shit about me. So all these rumors and shit ain't gonna do nothing but really get some shit sparked up. So I just say, you know what? That's mediocre. They broke. They can have it. This is a passion. I ain't asking no niggas for no handouts.
Let's talk about you doing something. I remember about the award show. Like, that's crazy. You took it upon yourself to literally go out and purchase awards for these artists to show their appreciation. You know what I'm saying? To show you, like, okay, we see you working. Like, talk about that, man.
Well, actually, the award show is coming up again this year, but this year I'm gonna do it different. It's gonna be in Chicago. This is the 8th year for the Dub C Entertainment's Artist Appreciation Award, and I started that because I always felt like when I was coming up, nobody really showed us appreciation. So I said, you know, I see a lot of these cats out here that's grinding and working hard. Some of them serious, some of them not, but it don't matter. The fact that they trying, I took it, I said, hey, man, I'm going to do this my way because a lot of these cats won't get to see BET or no other award show. So BET ain't going to come to us. So I'm going to bring goddamn it BET to the hood. So I went out my way. I started setting it up and I would go and purchase out of my pocket. For the first 6 years, I did it out of my pocket. Well, the first 5 years, I put it like I did it out of my pocket. I paid for everything, venue, awards, everything that needed to be paid for. I did it out of my own pocket with my own money, my own time. And you know, and then you know, I gotta give love to my man Husmac. You know, one year I wasn't gonna have it because I was like, man, I'm not finna pay for this. All these unappreciated, my Husmac paid for the whole event, even though he couldn't make it. He paid for it because he said, man, you know what? All I gotta say is, I appreciate what you do, man. And if don't none of the other niggas see it, man, the hell with them. But what you doing is some positive shit, and everybody else want to sit back and talk shit instead of jump in and assist. And you know, the award show, as you can tell, man, it's been going strong, man. For this is the 8th year, it's getting ready to happen again.
Wow, man! Shout out to Husmac. Shout out to you for doing that, man. What's next for Dub Ceez Entertainment?
Well, right now I'm doing since I left Green Bay, I'm doing everybody else. They rushed into something, you know, and this ain't no diss. This is just a straight out motherfucking fact. Everybody rushed into these here radio shows, or everybody want to rush out and, you know, they set back. What I did, I'm taking my time because I see a big picture, so I'm doing something different. Everybody else, y'all keep on competing with each other with these internet radio stations and, oh man, I'm all around the world, or I'm all over the globe. You go ahead and be all around the world and all over the globe because you're going to fizzle real quick. I keep trying to tell people, the more you rush and do shit and try to jump and outdo somebody else, your shit fizzle. And I'm gonna still keep taking it step by step. And when everybody fizzle out, I'm gonna just be starting to grow a buzz. But what I'm doing now, I do a Facebook show. It's free. I ain't paying for nothing. Y'all go ahead and pay for y'all radio broadcast. I'm using Facebook right now for free. And what I'm doing is I'm getting more motherfucking hits from people overseas, all around the world that's watching Facebook, and they saying, well, man, you catering to local artists. I'm not saying, can I get my music played? I'm playing any and everybody. I ain't got just one genre. I'm playing hip hop, spoken word, jazz. I don't care what you do. If you doing music, you not signed, you independent, underground, I'm catering to you, you know. So I'm doing the Dub Ceez Underground Power Hour every Sunday. And then I'm actually doing an old classic R&B show on Saturdays, you know. So it's happening, man. Facebook is working for me. I'm gonna keep doing it. But as I'm doing this, don't think that's where it's gonna stop, because I always got 5 game plans that I'm working on while you seeing one. So.
Now, how could these people check out the show? How could they follow you on social media?
Well, you can follow. All you gotta do, go on there. You can look me up, Dub Ceez, Google me or whatever. DUBCEEZ. Man, look me up. Friend request me on Facebook, Dub Ceez Jones, Willie Dub Ceez Jones, and then and follow me. And whenever I'm on Facebook Live, you'll get to know it. You know, every Saturday and Sunday.
What times?
6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Facebook Live.
That's what's up, man. Any words of encouragement for the people out there?
Yeah, man. Man, all I can say, man, y'all gotta start keeping it real, man. All this too much hatred going on, man. I'm seeing too many partners that was hanging out together, that was coming in together and doing it together. I see everybody biting at each other's fingers, man. It's a lot of money out here, and the more y'all keep fighting each other, somebody else gonna get the money. All you gonna get is little crumbs, man. I ain't out for no crumbs. I'm trying to do some big things, man. And y'all keep on counting me out. The next time y'all look up, while y'all counting me out, I'm gonna be counting it out. So y'all just figure that one out.
Before we got here, everybody that get in front of my camera, they spit crazy bars. We gotta hear something.
Man, I don't spit no more, man.
If you're, you know what I'm saying? Give us an old page, you know what I'm saying? Give us some off the top. Just let the people know how you get down.
Let me see.
One of the pioneers in this game that we call hip hop.
I slam niggas, smack niggas like Gaddafi, your mafia. They couldn't stop me, your mommy. So why the hell could you drop me? It's the nigga that figured that since they bigger, they squeezing them triggers. I don't give a fuck about you niggas, how you figure. The nigga D-U-B-C-E-Z. Y'all could talk a lot of smack, but you can't fade me. I'm making a taking a pop and a wrecking. The people be asking my name, I'm claiming the fame, the same. They thought they had me down the back of gang chain, hang so low. Them niggas didn't know. Man, fuck y'all niggas. Dub C got to go.
Shout out, one big shout out to Zach TV one time.
Man. Mad love for Zach TV, man. I gotta say, man, I'm proud of everything you're doing. I seen how they say it from the bottom to the top. Man, I seen every move you made, and I'm proud of you. So shout out to Zach TV. Everybody out there, y'all better fuck with him. If y'all don't, y'all fake as hell.
All right, one love.
That's all.